Discover how the profound union of love and desire shapes your reality, revealing the transformative power within you to manifest your deepest dreams and live a life of boundless fulfillment. Beloved friends, we gather here today to explore a truth that resonates deeply within the core of our being, a truth that, once understood, has the power to transform our entire existence. It is the profound understanding that whatever you love, you are. Love is the most potent creative energy in the universe, a force that transcends time, space, and physical limitations. It is the very essence of life, the invisible thread that weaves through the fabric of reality, binding all things together. Love is not merely an emotion, it is a fundamental energy that underlies all creation. When we speak of the power of love, we are referring to the ability of love to bring forth that which is unseen into the seen, to turn the invisible into the visible, and to manifest the deepest desires of the heart into reality. At the heart of this creative power is the recognition that love is the source from which all things flow. Just as the sun radiates light and warmth, love radiates the energy that fuels creation. It is the driving force behind every act of creation, whether it be the birth of a star, the blossoming of a flower, or the manifestation of a dream. Love is the catalyst that initiates the process of creation, infusing every thought, every intention, and every action with the energy needed to bring it to life. When we love something deeply, we are tapping into this immense creative force. Our love becomes the energy that propels our desires into the universe, setting into motion a chain of events that leads to their fulfillment. It is through love that we align ourselves with the creative power of the universe, becoming co-creators in the grand design of life. Love empowers us to transcend the limitations of the physical world and connect with the infinite potential of the cosmos. This power of love is not limited to grand gestures or monumental achievements. It is present in the smallest acts of kindness, in the quiet moments of reflection, and in the simple joys of everyday life. Every time we express love, whether through a smile, a kind word, or a loving thought, we are participating in the creative process. We are contributing to the creation of a world that is more loving, more compassionate, and more aligned with the highest ideals of the human spirit. But the creative power of love goes beyond mere actions. It is rooted in our consciousness, in the way we perceive ourselves and the world around us. When we understand that love is the essence of who we are, we begin to see ourselves as creators, capable of shaping our reality through the power of our thoughts and emotions. Love is the key that unlocks the door to our creative potential, allowing us to manifest our desires and bring our dreams to life. The power of love as a creative force is also evident in the way it transforms our relationships. Love has the ability to heal, to mend broken hearts, and to bridge the gaps that divide us. It brings people together, fostering unity, understanding, and compassion. In relationships, love is the glue that holds everything together, the energy that sustains and nurtures the bond between individuals. It is through love that we create connections that are deep, meaningful, and enduring. Love has the power to transcend time and space. It is not bound by the limitations of the physical world. Love exists beyond the confines of the here and now, extending into the past, the present, and the future. It connects us with the eternal, with the timeless essence of life that exists beyond the material world. When we love, we are tapping into this eternal energy, aligning ourselves with the infinite creative power of the universe. This creative power of love is also evident in the way it shapes our destiny. Love is the guiding force that leads us to our true purpose in life. It is the compass that directs our path, helping us navigate the challenges and obstacles that we encounter along the way. When we follow the path of love, we are aligning ourselves with the highest good, with the divine plan that is unfolding in our lives. Love is the force that guides us towards fulfillment, towards the realization of our deepest desires and aspirations. The power of love as a creative force is the recognition that love is the source of all creation. It is the energy that fuels the universe, the force that brings forth life, and the key to unlocking our creative potential. When we tap into the power of love, we become co-creators with the universe, capable of manifesting our desires and shaping our reality. Love is the most powerful force in the universe, a force that transcends all limitations and transforms everything it touches. It is through love that we create, that we heal, and that we realize our true potential as creators in the grand design of life. Love is not just an emotion, it is a defining element of who we are. What we love, we become, and in this profound connection we find the essence of our identity. Love is the mirror that reflects our innermost self, revealing the deepest desires, values, and beliefs that shape our lives. It is through love that we discover who we are, that we align ourselves with our true nature, and that we express our authentic selves in the world. When we love something or someone, we are not merely expressing affection or admiration, we are identifying with that which we love. Our love is a declaration of our identity, a statement of who we are at the core of our being. It is through love that we connect with the essence of what matters most to us, that we align ourselves with our highest ideals and aspirations. This connection between love and identity is evident in every aspect of our lives. The things we love, whether it be a person, a place, a passion, or an idea, are reflections of who we are. They reveal our values, our priorities, and our deepest desires. When we love something, we are saying, "This is who I am." We are aligning ourselves with that which resonates with our true nature, that which reflects our inner world. Love also plays a crucial role in shaping our self-image. Our self-concept is largely determined by the things we love and value. When we love ourselves, we are embracing our true identity, recognizing our worth, and acknowledging the unique qualities that make us who we are. Self-love is the foundation of a healthy self-image, a key to self-confidence, and a prerequisite for personal growth. But love is not only about self, it is also about others. Our relationships with others are a reflection of the love we have within us. The way we love others is a mirror of the way we love ourselves. When we love others, we are extending our identity, connecting with others on a deep and meaningful level. Our love for others is an expression of our true self, a reflection of our capacity for empathy, compassion, and understanding. This connection between love and identity is also evident in the way we pursue our passions and dreams. The things we are passionate about, the goals we strive for, and the dreams we chase are all expressions of our love. They reveal what matters most to us, what we value, and what we are willing to dedicate our lives to. When we pursue our passions, we are living in alignment with our true identity, expressing our authentic selves, and fulfilling our purpose in life. Furthermore, love is a powerful force that shapes our character. The qualities we cultivate within ourselves, kindness, generosity, patience, humility, are all rooted in love. These qualities are expressions of our true nature, reflections of the love that resides within us. As we cultivate love within ourselves, we develop the qualities that define our character and shape our identity. Love also influences the choices we make and the actions we take. Our decisions are often guided by what we love and value. When we make choices based on love, we are acting in alignment with our true identity. We are choosing what resonates with our inner world, what reflects our deepest desires and values. Love is the guiding force that leads us to make decisions that are true to who we are. But the connection between love and identity goes even deeper. Love is not only a reflection of who we are, it is also a creative force that shapes our identity. As we love, we become. The things we love influence our thoughts, emotions, and actions, shaping our character and molding our identity. Love is the process through which we evolve, grow, and become more fully ourselves. Love is the key to understanding who we are. It is through love that we discover our true identity, that we connect with our deepest desires and values, and that we express our authentic selves in the world. Love is not just an emotion. It is a defining element of our identity, a mirror that reflects our innermost self, and a creative force that shapes who we are. What we love, we become, and in this profound connection we find the essence of our identity. Imagination is a divine faculty, a powerful tool through which love expresses itself in the world. It is the canvas upon which the colors of our affection are painted, the stage upon which our dreams come to life. Imagination is not merely a mental activity, it is the creative force that brings our deepest desires into reality. When we imagine with love, we are channeling the energy of love into the creative process, giving form and substance to that which we hold dear. At its core, imagination is the bridge between the seen and the unseen, the physical and the spiritual. It is through imagination that we access the infinite potential of the universe, that we tap into the creative power of love. Imagination allows us to transcend the limitations of the physical world and connect with the boundless possibilities that exist in the realm of the unseen. It is the means by which we bring our desires into the material world, by which we manifest our dreams and aspirations. But imagination is not just about creating something new, it is also about expressing our love. When we imagine, we are engaging in a deeply personal and intimate process, one that is rooted in our deepest desires and passions. Our imagination is a reflection of what we love, of what matters most to us. It is through imagination that we express our true selves, that we give voice to our innermost thoughts and feelings. The imagination is also a powerful tool for transformation. Through imagination, we can reshape our reality, alter our circumstances, and create a new world for ourselves. When we imagine with love, we are infusing our thoughts with the energy needed to bring them to life. We are aligning ourselves with the creative power of the universe, becoming co-creators in the grand design of life. Imagination allows us to see beyond the limitations of our current circumstances and envision a future that is more aligned with our true desires. Moreover, imagination is the key to living in the end, to experiencing the fulfillment of our desires in the present moment. When we imagine with love, we are not merely daydreaming, we are living in the feeling of our desires already fulfilled. This is the essence of the law of assumption. Whatever we assume with love in our hearts becomes our reality. Imagination allows us to experience the joy, peace, and fulfillment of our desires in the here and now, drawing them closer to us with every loving thought. But the power of imagination goes beyond individual desires. It is also a tool for collective creation. Through imagination, we can envision a better world, one that is more loving, more compassionate, and more aligned with the highest ideals of humanity. When we imagine a world filled with love, we are contributing to the creation of that world. Our collective imagination has the power to shape the future, to bring about the changes needed to create a more harmonious and just society. Imagination is also a means of healing. When we imagine with love, we are sending positive energy to those in need, whether it be ourselves, others, or the world at large. Imagination allows us to envision healing, to see ourselves and others in a state of wholeness and well-being. This act of loving imagination has the power to bring about real change, to facilitate healing on both a physical and emotional level. Imagination is a tool for self-discovery. Through imagination, we can explore the depths of our own psyche, uncovering hidden desires, fears, and beliefs. It allows us to connect with our true selves, to understand who we are and what we truly want in life. Imagination is the gateway to self-awareness, a means of exploring the vast inner world that resides within each of us. Imagination is the expression of love in its most creative form. It is the means by which we bring our deepest desires into reality, the tool through which we manifest our dreams. Imagination allows us to connect with the infinite potential of the universe, to transcend the limitations of the physical world, and to create a reality that is more aligned with our true desires. When we imagine with love, we are not only expressing our true selves, but we are also contributing to the creation of a world that is more loving, more compassionate, and more aligned with the highest ideals of humanity. Imagination is the key to unlocking our creative potential, the means by which we become co-creators with the universe, shaping our reality through the power of love. Love is a force that transcends all circumstances, a power that is not bound by the limitations of the physical world. It is the energy that connects us with the infinite potential of the universe, allowing us to rise above the challenges and obstacles that life presents. When we understand the transcendent nature of love, we realize that our circumstances are not fixed, they are fluid, ever-changing, and shaped by the love we hold within our hearts. At its core, love is the essence of life, the driving force behind all creation. It is the energy that fuels our desires, the power that brings our dreams to life. Love is not constrained by time, space, or material conditions. It exists beyond the physical realm, in the infinite field of possibilities. When we align ourselves with this transcendent energy, we tap into a source of power that allows us to transcend any circumstance, no matter how challenging or daunting it may seem. This transcendent power of love is evident in the way it transforms our perception of the world. When we are filled with love, we see the world not as a place of lack or limitation, but as a field of infinite potential. Our circumstances, no matter how difficult, are seen as opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. Love allows us to rise above the challenges of life, to see beyond the immediate circumstances, and to connect with the deeper truths that lie beneath the surface. Furthermore, love has the power to change our circumstances by changing our inner state. When we love deeply and sincerely, we shift our consciousness, aligning ourselves with the higher vibrations of the universe. This shift in consciousness has a profound impact on our external reality. Our circumstances begin to reflect the love we hold within, transforming in ways that align with our highest good. The world around us becomes a mirror of our inner state, reflecting back to us the love and positivity we have cultivated within ourselves. But love's transcendent power goes beyond individual circumstances. It also has the ability to transform relationships, communities, and even the world at large. Love is the force that brings people together, that heals divisions, and that fosters unity and understanding. When we approach life with love, we create a ripple effect that extends far beyond our immediate surroundings. Our love has the power to touch the lives of others, to inspire positive change, and to create a more harmonious and compassionate world. In relationships, love is the glue that holds everything together, the energy that sustains and nurtures the bond between individuals. It allows us to transcend differences, to see beyond the superficial aspects of a person, and to connect with their true essence. Love fosters empathy, compassion, and understanding, enabling us to navigate the challenges of relationships with grace and wisdom. When love is the foundation of a relationship, it has the power to withstand any circumstance, no matter how difficult. Love also transcends time. It exists beyond the confines of the present moment, extending into the past and the future. The love we give and receive is not limited to the here and now. It echoes through time, leaving a lasting impact on our lives and the lives of others. Love connects us with the eternal, with the timeless essence of life that exists beyond the material world. It is through love that we connect with the infinite, that we transcend the limitations of time and space, and that we experience the true nature of existence. Moreover, love is a source of resilience, a force that empowers us to overcome adversity. When we are grounded in love, we are able to face challenges with strength and courage. Love gives us the inner fortitude to persevere, to keep going even when the road is tough. It is the light that guides us through the darkest times, the anchor that holds us steady in the midst of the storm. Love is the source of our resilience, the power that allows us to transcend any circumstance. But the transcendent nature of love is not just about rising above challenges, it is also about transforming them. Love has the power to change even the most difficult situations, to turn obstacles into opportunities, and to create positive outcomes from negative circumstances. When we approach life with love, we are able to see the silver lining in every situation, to find the good in every challenge. Love empowers us to transform our circumstances, to create a reality that is more aligned with our true desires and aspirations. Love is a force that transcends all circumstances, a power that is not bound by the limitations of the physical world. It is the energy that connects us with the infinite potential of the universe, allowing us to rise above challenges, to transform our circumstances, and to create a reality that is more aligned with our highest good. Love is the key to transcending any situation, to seeing beyond the immediate circumstances, and to connecting with the deeper truths that lie beneath the surface. When we align ourselves with the transcendent power of love, we tap into a source of strength, resilience, and creativity that allows us to navigate the challenges of life with grace and wisdom. Love is the force that empowers us to rise above any circumstance, to create positive change, and to live a life that is truly aligned with our highest ideals. The consciousness of love is a state of being in which love is not merely an emotion or a feeling, but the very essence of who we are. It is the realization that love is the foundational energy of the universe, the force that animates all of existence. When we become conscious of love, we are awakening to our true nature, to the divine essence within us that is pure, unconditional love. This awareness transforms our entire perception of life, allowing us to see the world through the lens of love, to live from a place of deep connection with all that is. To be conscious of love means to recognize that love is not something we need to seek outside of ourselves. It is not dependent on external circumstances, people, or events. Rather, love is an intrinsic part of our being, an ever-present force that resides within us. This realization is empowering because it shifts our focus from seeking love externally to cultivating it internally. We begin to understand that we are the source of love, that we have an infinite well of love within us that we can tap into at any time. This consciousness of love is a profound shift in awareness. It involves moving beyond the ego, beyond the limited self that is often caught up in fear, separation, and judgment. When we are conscious of love, we transcend the egoic mind and align ourselves with our higher self, the aspect of our being that is eternally connected to the divine. In this state of higher consciousness, love becomes our natural state of being, the lens through which we perceive the world. Living from a consciousness of love transforms our relationships, our actions, and our experiences. When we are aware of the love that resides within us, we naturally extend that love to others. Our interactions become infused with compassion, kindness, and understanding. We are no longer driven by the need to receive love or approval from others, because we are already fulfilled from within. This inner fulfillment allows us to love others unconditionally, without attachment or expectation. Moreover, the consciousness of love affects the way we perceive challenges and difficulties in life. When we are anchored in love, we see challenges as opportunities for growth and transformation. We understand that every experience, no matter how difficult, is an expression of love in some form. Even painful experiences are seen as opportunities for healing, for expanding our capacity to love. This perspective allows us to navigate life with grace and equanimity, knowing that love is the underlying force guiding our journey. This heightened awareness of love also leads to a deeper connection with the world around us. We begin to see the interconnectedness of all life, recognizing that we are all expressions of the same divine love. This realization fosters a sense of unity and oneness, dissolving the illusion of separation that often dominates our consciousness. We understand that when we love others, we are loving ourselves, because we are all part of the same universal consciousness. The consciousness of love also has a profound impact on our creative abilities. When we are aligned with love, we are in tune with the creative energy of the universe. Our thoughts, intentions, and actions are infused with the power of love, allowing us to manifest our desires with greater ease and effectiveness. This is because love is the highest vibrational energy, the force that attracts and harmonizes all things. When we create from a place of love, we are in alignment with the natural flow of the universe, and our creations are imbued with a sense of harmony and purpose. Furthermore, the consciousness of love is the key to true happiness and fulfillment. When we are aware of the love within us, we no longer seek happiness outside of ourselves. We realize that true happiness comes from within, from living in alignment with our true nature. This inner happiness is not dependent on external circumstances. It is a state of being that arises naturally when we are connected to the love that resides within us. This understanding frees us from the endless pursuit of external validation and allows us to experience a deep and lasting sense of peace and contentment. This consciousness of love also brings a sense of purpose and meaning to our lives. When we are aware of the love within us, we are guided by a higher purpose, a sense of calling that transcends the mundane concerns of everyday life. We understand that our true purpose is to be an expression of love in the world, to use our gifts and talents to serve others, and to contribute to the greater good. This sense of purpose gives our lives direction and meaning, and it motivates us to live with integrity, compassion, and generosity. The consciousness of love is the awareness that love is the fundamental truth of who we are. It is the realization that love is not something we need to earn or seek. It is our natural state of being, the essence of our true self. When we awaken to this consciousness, we transform our lives, our relationships, and our experiences. We become aligned with the highest truth, and we live from a place of deep connection with the divine. This awareness of love is the key to living a life of peace, joy, and fulfillment, a life that is in harmony with the universal flow of love. The concept of love as a mirror is a profound understanding that the love we experience in the external world is a reflection of the love we hold within ourselves. Our relationships, interactions, and experiences are mirrors that reflect our inner state of being. When we look into the mirror of love, we see not just the people and circumstances around us, but also our own thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. This understanding empowers us to take responsibility for our own inner state, knowing that the love we see in the world is a direct reflection of the love we cultivate within. When we view love as a mirror, we realize that the quality of our relationships is a reflection of our self-love.if. We struggle with self-worth or self-acceptance. We may find that our relationships mirror these insecurities. We might attract partners or friends who reinforce our doubts or fears, or we might find ourselves in situations where we feel unloved or unappreciated. These experiences are not random. They are mirrors reflecting back to us the love, or lack thereof, that we hold for ourselves. Conversely, when we cultivate a deep sense of self-love, the mirror of love reflects this in our external world. We attract relationships that are nurturing, supportive, and aligned with our true self. We find ourselves surrounded by people who appreciate and value us, who mirror the love and respect we have for ourselves. This is not a coincidence, but a direct result of the inner work we have done to cultivate love within. The mirror of love also reflects our beliefs about love and relationships. If we hold beliefs that love is difficult, fleeting, or conditional, we will likely experience relationships that mirror these beliefs. We might encounter situations where love feels like a struggle, where it seems to slip through our fingers, or where it comes with strings attached. These experiences are not just happening to us, they are reflecting back to us the beliefs we hold about love. To change what we see in the mirror, we must first change our inner beliefs and attitudes about love. By shifting our mindset and embracing new, more empowering beliefs about love, we can transform the reflections we see in our relationships and experiences. When we believe that love is abundant, unconditional, and ever-present, the mirror of love reflects this truth back to us in the form of relationships that are fulfilling, harmonious, and deeply connected. This understanding of love as a mirror also extends to the way we perceive others. The qualities we admire or dislike in others are often reflections of our own inner state. When we see qualities we love in others, such as kindness, generosity, or compassion, we are recognizing these same qualities within ourselves. Similarly, when we are triggered by negative traits in others, such as anger, jealousy, or selfishness, these traits may be reflecting unresolved aspects of our own psyche. The mirror of love invites us to look within, to explore our own inner landscape, and to recognize how our inner state is being reflected back to us in our external world. It encourages us to take responsibility for our own experience of love, knowing that we are the creators of our reality. This is a powerful realization because it means that we have the power to change our experience of love by changing our inner state. This concept also applies to the way we give love. The love we give to others is a reflection of the love we hold within. When we are filled with love, our actions naturally reflect this. We give love freely and unconditionally, without expectation or attachment. Our love becomes a mirror that reflects back the love we hold within, creating a cycle of giving and receiving that is harmonious and fulfilling. On the other hand, if we find ourselves withholding love or giving love conditionally, this too is a reflection of our inner state. It may indicate that we are holding on to fear, insecurity, or a sense of lack. These inner states can cause us to place conditions on our love, to give only when we feel it is safe, or when we expect something in return. The mirror of love reflects this conditionality back to us. often in the form of relationships that feel unbalanced or unfulfilling. The mirror of love also invites us to practice self-reflection. By regularly looking into the mirror of our relationships and experiences, we can gain insight into our own inner state. We can observe the patterns and themes that show up in our relationships and use these observations as opportunities for growth and healing. If we notice that certain patterns keep repeating, this is an indication that there is an aspect of ourselves that needs attention and love. The mirror of love is a powerful tool for self-discovery and transformation. It shows us that the love we experience in the external world is a reflection of the love we hold within. By understanding this, we can take responsibility for our own inner state, knowing that we have the power to create the love we desire in our lives. The mirror of love invites us to look within, to cultivate self-love, and to transform our beliefs about love so that we can create relationships and experiences that are truly aligned with our highest self. The concept of love as the law of assumption is rooted in the idea that whatever we assume to be true with love in our hearts will manifest in our reality. It is based on the understanding that our inner standard being our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions shapes the world around us. When we assume something with a feeling of love, we are aligning ourselves with the creative power of the universe, setting the stage for that assumption to become our lived experience. Love, in this context, is the driving force that empowers our assumptions, bringing them into tangible form. Assumption is a powerful tool of creation because it operates at the level of consciousness. It is not merely wishful thinking or idle daydreaming. It is a deliberate and focused state of belief that what we desire is already ours. When we assume with love, we are not just mentally affirming a desired outcome, we are embodying the feeling of that outcome, as if it were already realized. This embodiment of love-infused assumption is the key to manifestation, for it aligns our inner world with the vibrational frequency of our desires. To understand how love operates as the law of assumption, we must first recognize the power of our thoughts and emotions. Our thoughts are not isolated occurrences, they are energetic vibrations that ripple out into the universe, attracting like energies back to us. When these thoughts are infused with love, they become even more potent, for love is the highest and most powerful vibration. It is the energy that unites all things, the force that brings coherence and harmony to the world. Thus, when we assume something with love, we are not just thinking it into existence, we are aligning our entire being, mind, heart, and soul with the essence of that which we desire. The process of assuming with love involves a deep inner conviction that what we desire is already a reality. This conviction is not based on external evidence or logical reasoning. It is an inner knowing that transcends the limitations of the physical world. When we love what we assume, we are not waiting for the outer world to confirm our desires. We are living in the end, feeling the joy, peace, and fulfillment of our desires as if they were already realized. This state of being is magnetic, drawing to us the people, circumstances, and opportunities that align with our assumption. However, the law of assumption requires more than just positive thinking or visualization. It requires a deep and abiding love for the outcome we desire. This love is not a conditional or transactional love that is dependent on the fulfillment of the desire. It is an unconditional love that stems from a deep appreciation for the desired outcome, regardless of its current manifestation. When we love what we assume, we are not attached to the outcome in a way that causes us anxiety or stress. We are at peace, knowing that what we love is already ours in the realm of consciousness. The practice of assuming with love also involves letting go of any doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs that may hinder the manifestation of our desires. These negative states of mind are often rooted in a lack of self-love or a belief in scarcity. To assume with love, we must first cultivate a sense of worthiness and abundance within ourselves. We must believe that we are deserving of our desires and that the universe is abundant and generous in its provision. This belief in our own worthiness is a crucial component of the law of assumption, for it allows us to fully embrace the love that fuels our assumptions. Moreover, assuming with love means being patient and trusting in the timing of the universe. When we are in a state of love, we are not rushed or anxious about the manifestation of our desires. We trust that everything will unfold in perfect timing. This trust is an expression of our love for the process of creation, a recognition that the journey is just as important as destination. When we love the process, we remain open and receptive to the guidance of the universe, allowing our desires to manifest in ways that are even more beautiful and fulfilling than we could have imagined. Another important aspect of the law of assumption is the understanding that we must live in alignment with our assumptions. This means that our thoughts, words, and actions must all reflect the reality we are assuming. If we assume with love that we are in a state of abundance, for example, we must think, speak, and act as if we are already abundant. This alignment between our inner state and our outer actions creates a powerful resonance that attracts our desired reality to us. Furthermore, the law of assumption teaches us that we are always creating our reality, whether we are conscious of it or not. Every thought, belief, and emotion we hold is an assumption that shapes our experience of the world. When we assume with love, we are taking conscious control of this creative process, choosing to focus on the outcomes that align with our highest good. This conscious creation is an act of self-love, for it empowers us to live a life that is in harmony with our true desires and aspirations. In essence, love as the law of assumption is a powerful principle that teaches us how to manifest our desires by aligning our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions with the energy of love. It is the understanding that whatever we assume with love in our hearts will inevitably become our reality. This principle invites us to cultivate a deep and abiding love for our desires, to live in the end as if they were already realized, and to trust in the timing and wisdom of the universe. By embracing love as the law of assumption, we become conscious creators of our reality, shaping our world in accordance with the highest and most loving vision for our lives. Faith in love's power is the unwavering belief that love is the most potent force in the universe, capable of transforming any situation, overcoming any obstacle, and manifesting any desire. This faith is not based on external evidence or logical reasoning, but on an inner knowing that love is the fundamental energy that underlies all of creation. When we have faith in love's power, we trust that no matter what challenges we face, love will guide us, support us, and bring us to the fulfillment of our highest good. Having faith in love's power requires us to move beyond the limitations of the rational mind. The mind often seeks proof and certainty, needing to see evidence before it can believe. But love operates on a different level, one that transcends the need for physical proof. Love is a spiritual force, an energy that exists beyond the material world. When we have faith in love, we are trusting in this unseen force, believing in its ability to create, heal, and transform. This faith in love's power is especially important when we are faced with difficult or seemingly insurmountable challenges. It is easy to have faith when things are going well, but true faith is tested in the face of adversity. When we encounter obstacles, setbacks, or painful experiences, it is our faith in love that sustains us. This faith reassures us that love is always present, even in the darkest of times, and that it has the power to bring light, healing, and resolution to any situation. One of the most profound aspects of faith in love's power is the belief that love can heal all wounds. Whether we are dealing with physical illness, emotional pain, or psychological trauma, love has the power to heal. This healing may not always happen in the way we expect or desire, but it is always for our highest good. When we have faith in love's healing power, we allow ourselves to be open to the transformative energy of love, trusting that it will bring us the healing we need. Faith in love's power also means trusting that love can bring about the manifestation of our desires. When we have a deep and abiding love for our goals and dreams, and when we combine that love with unwavering faith, we set the stage for those desires to manifest. This faith is not a passive waiting, it is an active, dynamic force that propels us forward, inspiring us to take aligned action toward our goals. It is the belief that the universe, operating through the energy of love, will support us in bringing our desires to fruition. Moreover, faith in love's power is about trusting in the goodness of the universe. It is the belief that the universe is inherently loving, abundant, and supportive, and that it desires our highest good. This faith allows us to surrender our fears, doubts, and worries, knowing that we are held in the loving embrace of the universe. When we trust in the goodness of the universe, we are able to relax into the flow of life, allowing love to guide us toward the fulfillment of our true desires. Faith in love's power also involves believing in the power of love to transform relationships. Relationships can be one of the most challenging areas of life, as they often bring up our deepest fears, insecurities, and wounds. But when we have faith in love's power, we trust that love can heal and transform any relationship, no matter how difficult. This faith allows us to approach our relationships with an open heart, ready to give and receive love, and trusting that love will guide us to the highest expression of that relationship. Another important aspect of faith in love's power is the belief that love can overcome fear. Fear is one of the most pervasive and destructive forces in the world, often leading to conflict, division, and suffering. But love is more powerful than fear. When we have faith in love's power, we trust that love can dissolve fear, transforming it into peace, understanding, and compassion. This faith gives us the courage to face our fears, knowing that love will guide us through them and bring us to a place of greater peace and harmony. Faith in love's power also means believing in the power of love to create unity and oneness. In a world that is often divided by differences, whether they be cultural, political, or ideological, love is a force that can bring us together. When we have faith in love's power, we trust that love can bridge any divide, creating a sense of unity and connection that transcends our differences. This faith inspires us to act from a place of love, seeking to build bridges rather than walls, and to create a world where love is the guiding principle. In essence, faith in love's power is the belief that love is the most powerful force in the universe, capable of creating, healing, and transforming anything. It is the trust that love is always present, always guiding us, and always working for our highest good. This faith allows us to move through life with confidence and peace, knowing that we are always supported by the loving energy of the universe. It is a faith that empowers us to live from a place of love, to trust in the process of life, and to know that love will always prevail. The union of love and desire is a powerful and transformative force in the process of creation. When love and desire come together in harmony, they become a driving force that shapes our reality, guiding us toward the fulfillment of our highest aspirations. Love, in this context, is the deep, unconditional acceptance and appreciation of what we desire, while desire is the dynamic, creative energy that propels us toward the realization of our dreams. When these two forces unite, they create a potent synergy that manifests our deepest desires in alignment with the love we hold within. To understand the union of love and desire, we must first explore the nature of desire itself. Desire is the spark of creation, the inner longing that drives us to expand, grow, and manifest new experiences. It is a natural and essential aspect of being human, rooted in our inherent creative potential. Desire arises from the core of our being, from the deep wellspring of our soul that seeks to express itself in the world. It is the force that motivates us to pursue our dreams, to strive for greater heights, and to explore new possibilities. However, desire alone is not enough to bring about the fulfillment of our dreams. Desire, without the grounding and nurturing force of love, can become restless, anxious, or even destructive. When desire is driven solely by the ego, by the need for external validation, power, or control, it can lead to frustration, disappointment, and suffering. This is because ego-driven desire is often rooted in a sense of lack or inadequacy, in the belief that we need something outside of ourselves to feel complete or worthy. Love, on the other hand, is the stabilizing and harmonizing force that gives desire its true power. Love is the energy that aligns our desires with our highest self, with the deepest truth of who we are. When we love what we desire, we are not attached to the outcome in a way that causes anxiety or fear. Instead, we are at peace, knowing that our desires are an expression of the love that already exists within us. This love-infused desire is not about seeking something outside of ourselves to fill a void. It is about expressing the fullness of who we are, about creating from a place of abundance and joy. The union of love and desire occurs when we align our desires with the energy of love. This means loving our desires as an extension of our true self, as expressions of our divine nature. When we approach our desires with love, we are not in a state of wanting or needing, we are in a state of allowing and receiving. We trust that our desires are already fulfilled in the realm of consciousness, and we allow them to manifest in the physical world in their own perfect timing. This union of love and desire is a powerful creative force because it operates from a place of wholeness and completeness. When we desire something from a place of love, we are not trying to escape from our current reality or to acquire something that we lack. Instead, we are simply allowing our inner truth to express itself in the world. This creates a sense of ease and flow, where our desires are fulfilled naturally and effortlessly, without struggle or resistance. Moreover, the union of love and desire brings a sense of purpose and direction to our lives. When our desires are aligned with love, they are no longer just personal wants or whims, they become expressions of our higher purpose. We begin to see our desires as part of a larger plan, as contributions to the greater good. This perspective transforms our relationship with desire, turning it from a selfish pursuit into a sacred mission. We realize that our desires are not just about us, they are about the role we are meant to play in the world, the unique gifts we are here to share. This union also requires us to trust in the wisdom of love. Love knows what is best for us, even when we may not. Sometimes our desires may not manifest in the way we expect, or they may take longer to come to fruition than we would like. When this happens, it is important to trust that love is guiding us, that the delay or redirection is for our highest good. This trust is an expression of our love for ourselves and for the process of creation. It allows us to remain patient and open, knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if we cannot see the full picture in the moment. The union of love and desire also invites us to let go of any fears or doubts that may arise. Fear is often the biggest obstacle to the fulfillment of our desires, as it creates resistance and blocks the natural flow of love. When we fear that our desires will not be fulfilled, we are essentially telling the universe that we do not trust in its abundance or in our own worthiness. This fear-based thinking can sabotage our efforts, causing us to attract experiences that reinforce our doubts and insecurities. To overcome this, we must cultivate a deep and abiding love for ourselves and for the desires we hold. This means loving ourselves enough to believe that we are worthy of our desires, and loving our desires enough to trust that they will be fulfilled in the right way and at the right time. This self-love is the foundation upon which the union of love and desire is built. For it is only when we truly love ourselves that we can fully embrace our desires and allow them to manifest. The union of love and desire teaches us the importance of intention. Our intentions are the seeds we plant in the fertile soil of love, and they determine the quality of the harvest we will reap. When our intentions are rooted in love, they are aligned with the highest good, both for ourselves and for others. This creates a ripple effect, where the fulfillment of our desires benefits not just us, but also those around us and the world at large. The union of love and desire is the key to manifesting our deepest dreams and aspirations. It is the understanding that love is the force that gives desire its true power, that aligns our desires with our highest self and with the greater good. This union invites us to approach our desires with love, to trust in the wisdom of love, and to let go of any fears or doubts that may arise. By embracing this union, we become conscious creators of our reality, living in alignment with our true purpose and manifesting a life that is filled with joy, fulfillment, and abundance. Living in the end through love is a powerful practice that involves embodying the state of being where our desires are already fulfilled. It is the art of living as if the outcome we seek is already manifested, not as a future possibility, but as a present reality. This practice is rooted in the understanding that the outer world is a reflection of our inner state, and that by aligning our consciousness with the end result, we can bring it into physical manifestation. Love is the key ingredient in this process, as it anchors us in the vibration of fulfillment and allows us to live in the end with joy, peace, and confidence. To live in the end through love means to fully embrace the feeling of having already achieved our desires. This is not a mere mental exercise, it is a deep emotional and spiritual practice that requires us to embody the state of being we would experience if our desires were already realized. When we live in the end, we are not waiting for our desires to manifest, we are living as if they are already a part of our reality. This state of being creates a powerful resonance with the energy of our desires, attracting the circumstances, people, and opportunities that align with that reality. The practice of living in the end through love is based on the principle that our thoughts and emotions are creative forces. Whatever we consistently focus on and feel deeply becomes our reality. When we focus on our desires with love and gratitude, we are essentially telling the universe that this is our reality, that this is the state we choose to live in. The universe, in turn, responds by aligning our outer world with our inner state, bringing our desires into physical form. Love is the foundation of this practice because it is the highest vibration, the energy that aligns us with the creative power of the universe. When we approach our desires with love, we are not in a state of lack or longing, we are in a state of fulfillment and abundance. Love allows us to transcend the limitations of the ego, which often operates from fear, doubt, and insecurity. Instead of worrying about how or when our desires will manifest, we trust in the process and live in the joyful expectation that our desires are already fulfilled. Living in the end through love also involves letting go of the need to control the outcome. The ego often wants to dictate how and when our desires should manifest, leading to anxiety and frustration when things don't go according to plan. But love teaches us to surrender, to trust that the universe knows the best way to bring our desires into reality. When we live in the end through love, we are not attached to the specific details of how our desires will unfold. We are simply aligned with the feeling of fulfillment and allow the universe to handle the details. This practice also requires us to cultivate a sense of gratitude for our desires as if they are already present. Gratitude is a powerful force that amplifies the energy of love and attracts more of what we appreciate into our lives. When we express gratitude for our desires, we are reinforcing the belief that they are already ours, that we are already living in the reality we seek. This gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, creating a sense of abundance that permeates our entire being. Moreover, living in the end through love involves maintaining a consistent focus on our desired outcome, even in the face of challenges or setbacks. The outer world may not immediately reflect our inner state, and it is easy to become discouraged when we encounter obstacles. But love empowers us to stay committed to our vision, to keep our focus on the end result, and to trust that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. This unwavering focus is a key aspect of living in the end, as it keeps us aligned with the energy of our desires, regardless of external circumstances. Another important aspect of living in the end through love is the understanding that we are co-creators with the universe. While we set the intention and align our inner state with our desires, the universe orchestrates the details and brings our desires into manifestation. This co-creative process requires us to be open and receptive to the guidance of the universe, to follow the intuitive nudges and inspired actions that arise as we live in the end. When we are aligned with love, we are able to recognize these signs and act on them, knowing that they are leading us toward the fulfillment of our desires. Living in the end through love also transforms our relationships with others. When we embody the state of fulfillment, we are no longer seeking validation, approval, or love from outside sources. We are already filled with the love and fulfillment that comes from within, and this radiates out into our interactions with others. We become magnets for love, attracting people and relationships that resonate with the vibration we are living in. This creates a ripple effect where the love we embody spreads to those around us, uplifting and inspiring them to align with their own desires. Living in the end through love is a powerful practice that allows us to manifest our desires by embodying the state of fulfillment and alignment. It is the art of living as if our desires are already realized, and doing so with love, gratitude, and trust. This practice invites us to transcend the limitations of the ego, to let go of the need to control, and to surrender to the wisdom of the universe. By living in the end through love, we become conscious creators of our reality, shaping our world in alignment with our highest vision and manifesting a life filled with joy, abundance, and love. In summation, the intricate dance between love and desire reveals the profound truth that whatever we love, we become. Love is not merely an emotion, but a powerful creative force that shapes our reality, guiding us toward the fulfillment of our highest potential. As we cultivate a deep love for our desires, we align ourselves with the energy of creation, allowing our dreams to manifest effortlessly and harmoniously. The union of love and desire teaches us that our inner state is the key to our outer experiences. When we live in the end through love, embodying the feeling of our desires already fulfilled, we transform our consciousness and, in turn, the world around us. This practice requires us to trust in the wisdom of love, to release the need for control, and to surrender to the flow of life, knowing that everything is unfolding for our highest good. Faith in love's power empowers us to move through life with confidence and peace, understanding that love is the most potent force in the universe, capable of transcending any obstacle and creating miracles. By living from this place of love, we become the conscious creators of our reality, manifesting a life filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Ultimately, the journey of aligning love with desire is a journey of self-realization. It invites us to see ourselves as powerful co-creators with the universe, capable of bringing our deepest dreams to life. As we embrace this truth, we awaken to the realization that whatever we love, we are, and in this love, we find the key to a life of limitless possibilities. Embark on a transformative journey to uncover the essence of who you truly are. As we unravel the layers of identity, dissolve illusions of separation, and connect with the boundless consciousness that shapes your reality. The question, "Who am I?" has been asked by sages, philosophers, and seekers throughout the ages. It is a question that echoes through the corridors of time, urging us to look within, beyond the surface of our daily existence. This search for identity is not just a philosophical inquiry, it is the foundation of all that we experience, manifest, and become in this life. The quest to understand who am I is one of the most profound inquiries a person can undertake. This question is not just a passing thought, but a deep, underlying curiosity that drives us to seek meaning beyond the superficial aspects of our existence. It is an inquiry that resonates through every aspect of our lives and across different cultures and eras. From ancient philosophies to modern psychology, the search for identity has been a central theme, reflecting the universal human experience of seeking to understand our place in the world. At its core, the question, "Who am I?" invites us to explore our deepest selves, beyond the everyday roles and identities we assume. It challenges us to look past the surface and delve into the essence of our being. This journey often begins with a recognition that our current understanding of ourselves may be incomplete or limited. We may find ourselves asking this question during times of change, crisis, or personal growth, as we seek to realign our lives with a deeper sense of purpose. This question also prompts us to examine the various facets of our identity that we present to the world. We may identify ourselves through our professions, relationships, achievements, or social status. However, these external markers do not encompass the entirety of our being. They are, in many ways, just roles we play in the grand theater of life. The true self, the essence of who we are, lies beyond these roles. The search for identity is often accompanied by a sense of disorientation or confusion. We may grapple with conflicting desires, values, and beliefs, which can make it challenging to pinpoint our true self. This internal struggle is a natural part of the process of self-discovery. It is through this struggle that we come to understand more about ourselves, peeling back layers of conditioned responses and societal expectations to reveal our authentic nature. As we embark on this journey, it becomes evident that the question, "Who am I?" is not meant to be answered once and for all. Instead, it is an ongoing exploration that evolves as we grow and change. The answers we find at one stage of our lives may shift as we gain new experiences and insights. This dynamic process of self-discovery is what makes the quest for identity both challenging and enriching. The search for who am I is a journey toward self-realization and enlightenment. It encourages us to look inward and connect with our deepest truths, beyond the noise and distractions of everyday life. By continuously exploring this question, we move closer to understanding our true selves and our place in the world. Inner reflection is a crucial aspect of understanding our true identity. It involves looking inward to explore our thoughts, feelings, and motivations, seeking to uncover the essence of who we are beyond the surface level. This process requires introspection and self-awareness as we delve into the depths of our consciousness to understand our core being. To engage in inner reflection, one must create space for solitude and quiet contemplation. This often involves setting aside time to be alone with our thoughts, away from the distractions and demands of daily life. In this space, we can explore our inner world with greater clarity and depth. Journaling, meditation, and mindfulness practices are valuable tools that can facilitate this introspective journey. Through inner reflection, we come to realize that our true self is not defined by external circumstances or societal expectations. We may initially identify ourselves through our roles, achievements, or relationships, but these are transient and do not encompass our entire being. Our true identity lies in the essence of our consciousness, which remains constant despite external changes. This process of self-exploration often reveals underlying patterns, beliefs, and values that shape our identity. By examining these aspects, we gain insight into the influences that have molded us and recognize areas where we may be living incongruently with our true selves. This awareness allows us to make conscious choices that align more closely with our authentic identity. Inner reflection also involves confronting and understanding our fears, doubts, and insecurities. These aspects of ourselves are often masked by our outward persona, but they play a significant role in shaping our sense of self. By addressing and integrating these elements, we move toward a more complete and authentic understanding of who we are. The insights gained through inner reflection can be transformative, leading to personal growth and a deeper connection with our true selves. This journey is not about achieving a final destination, but about continuously exploring and understanding our evolving identity. As we engage in inner reflection, we develop a greater sense of clarity and purpose, allowing us to navigate life with a more authentic and grounded sense of self. Our physical form is often mistaken for our true identity, yet it is merely a temporary vessel through which we experience life. To understand our true self, we must look beyond the physical and recognize that our essence transcends the body. This realization is fundamental to grasping the full scope of our identity. The physical body is a marvel of nature, providing us with sensory experiences and interactions with the world. However, it is subject to change, aging, and eventual dissolution. Our true identity, on the other hand, is not bound by the physical limitations of the body. It exists in a realm that is eternal and unchanging, beyond the fluctuations of our physical state. To connect with this deeper aspect of ourselves, we must shift our focus from the material to the spiritual. This involves recognizing that our consciousness, our awareness, is not confined to the physical body. It is an expansive, boundless presence that exists beyond time and space. Our true self is the observer of our experiences, the essence that remains constant regardless of the body's condition. Meditative practices and spiritual exploration can help us connect with this non-physical aspect of our being. By quieting the mind and turning inward, we can access a sense of unity and wholeness that is not limited by physical boundaries. This experience of transcendence provides insight into the true nature of our identity. Understanding that our essence is beyond the physical also shifts our perspective on life and death. We come to realize that the end of the physical form is not the end of our existence. Our true self continues to exist, evolving and expanding in ways that are beyond our current comprehension. This awareness brings a sense of peace and liberation, as we let go of the fear of physical limitations and embrace the infinite nature of our being. In embracing our identity beyond the physical, we cultivate a deeper connection with our true self and a greater appreciation for the boundless nature of our existence. This understanding transforms our approach to life, allowing us to live with greater clarity, purpose, and alignment with our deepest truths. Imagination is a powerful tool in shaping our identity and reality. It is the creative force that allows us to envision and manifest the life we desire. By harnessing the power of imagination, we can influence our sense of self and the experiences we attract into our lives. Our imagination is not just a faculty of the mind, but a dynamic force that shapes our reality. When we imagine ourselves in a certain way or envision our goals and aspirations, we are engaging in a process that brings these visions into manifestation. This creative process begins with the images and beliefs we hold in our minds, which then influence our actions and experiences. To harness the power of imagination effectively, it is essential to cultivate a clear and focused vision of what we desire. This involves creating vivid mental images of our goals and aspirations, experiencing them with the same intensity and emotion as if they were already real. By immersing ourselves in these imagined experiences, we align our consciousness with the reality we wish to create. Imagination also plays a crucial role in shaping our self-concept. How we see ourselves in our mind's eye determines how we interact with the world and the opportunities we attract. If we envision ourselves as successful, confident, and capable, we are more likely to manifest these qualities in our lives. Conversely, if we hold limiting beliefs or negative self-images, these will also manifest in our experiences. The power of imagination extends beyond personal goals and aspirations. It also influences our relationships, career, and overall sense of fulfillment. By using imagination consciously and intentionally, we can create a more aligned and harmonious reality that reflects our true desires and values. Incorporating practices such as visualization, affirmations, and creative visualization into our daily routines can enhance the effectiveness of our imagination. These techniques help us maintain a positive and focused mindset, reinforcing the connection between our inner vision and external reality. By recognizing and utilizing the power of imagination, we unlock the potential to transform our lives and align more closely with our true identity. Imagination becomes a tool for self-discovery, personal growth, and the manifestation of our deepest aspirations. Our self-concept is the mental image we hold of ourselves, encompassing our beliefs, values, and perceptions of who we are. This self-concept plays a significant role in shaping our identity and influencing our experiences. Understanding and refining our self-concept is essential for personal growth and alignment with our true self. Self-concept is formed through a combination of internal and external factors. It is influenced by our experiences, interactions with others, and societal expectations. As we navigate through life, we accumulate beliefs and perceptions that shape our self-image. These beliefs can be positive or negative, and they impact how we view ourselves and our capabilities. A positive self-concept is characterized by a belief in our worthiness, capabilities, and potential. When we have a strong and affirmative self-image, we are more likely to pursue our goals, embrace challenges, and manifest our desires. Conversely, a negative self-concept can lead to self-doubt, limitations, and missed opportunities. To cultivate a positive self-concept, it is important to engage in self-reflection and self-awareness. This involves examining our beliefs and attitudes about ourselves and identifying any negative patterns or limiting beliefs. By challenging and reframing these beliefs, we can shift our self-concept toward a more empowering and positive perspective. Self-concept is also influenced by our relationships and interactions with others. The feedback and validation we receive from those around us can reinforce or challenge our self-image. It is important to surround ourselves with supportive and uplifting individuals who affirm our value and potential. Additionally, our self-concept is shaped by the goals and aspirations we set for ourselves. By aligning our self-image with our desired outcomes and taking proactive steps toward achieving them, we reinforce a sense of confidence and capability. This alignment between our self-concept and our actions creates a powerful synergy that propels us toward our goals. Understanding and refining our self-concept is a continuous process of self-discovery and personal growth. By cultivating a positive and empowered self-image, we align more closely with our true identity and enhance our ability to manifest our desires and achieve our goals. The illusion of separation is a fundamental concept in understanding our true identity. It refers to the mistaken belief that we are separate from others, from the world, and from the divine. This perception of separation creates a sense of disconnection and isolation, hindering our ability to recognize our oneness with all that exists. The illusion of separation arises from our conditioned mind, which perceives boundaries and distinctions where there are none. We often define ourselves in opposition to others, focusing on differences rather than commonalities. This perception creates a sense of division and isolation, leading us to feel disconnected from the world and from our true selves. In reality, the boundaries we perceive are artificial constructs that do not reflect the true nature of our existence. We are all interconnected, part of a vast and intricate web of life. Our individual experiences are intertwined with the experiences of others, and our actions have a ripple effect that extends beyond our immediate surroundings. Recognizing the illusion of separation involves shifting our perspective and embracing a sense of unity and interconnectedness. This requires a deeper understanding of our true nature and our relationship with the world. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and spiritual exploration can help us connect with this sense of oneness and transcend the illusion of separation. When we recognize our interconnectedness, we also come to understand that we are not alone in our struggles or aspirations. We are part of a larger whole, supported and guided by a universal intelligence that connects us all. This awareness brings a sense of peace and belonging, as we realize that we are an integral part of the grand tapestry of life. Embracing the truth of our interconnectedness also transforms our relationships with others. We begin to see beyond superficial differences and connect with others on a deeper level. This shift in perception fosters empathy, compassion, and a greater sense of unity, enriching our interactions and experiences. By transcending the illusion of separation, we align more closely with our true identity and experience a profound sense of connection with all that exists. This understanding allows us to live with greater clarity, purpose, and harmony, reflecting the true nature of our being. Consciousness is the foundation of our identity and the lens through which we experience reality. It is the awareness that observes our thoughts, emotions, and experiences, shaping our understanding of who we are and how we relate to the world. Consciousness is not confined to the physical body or the mind. It is a non-physical, boundless presence that exists beyond time and space. This awareness is the essence of our true self, remaining constant and unchanging, despite the fluctuations of our external experiences. Our consciousness is the observer of our experiences, the silent witness that remains unaffected by the events and circumstances of our lives. It is the source of our inner knowing and intuition, guiding us toward greater self-awareness and understanding. By cultivating a deeper connection with our consciousness, we gain insight into our true nature and our place in the world. To connect with our consciousness, we must practice mindfulness and self-awareness. This involves quieting the mind and turning our attention inward, away from the distractions and noise of daily life. Meditation, contemplation, and introspection are valuable tools for accessing this deeper aspect of our being. Understanding the role of consciousness also involves recognizing that our awareness shapes our reality. The thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions we hold influence how we experience the world and the outcomes we manifest. By aligning our consciousness with our true desires and values, we create a more harmonious and fulfilling reality. Consciousness is also the key to personal growth and transformation. As we deepen our awareness and understanding of ourselves, we are able to overcome limiting beliefs, fears, and doubts. This process of self-discovery and growth allows us to align more closely with our true identity and realize our full potential. Consciousness is the foundation of our identity and the source of our inner guidance. By cultivating a deeper connection with our awareness, we gain greater insight into our true nature and our ability to shape our reality. Our identity plays a crucial role in the process of manifestation. The way we perceive ourselves and our beliefs about who we are directly influence the experiences and outcomes we attract into our lives. Understanding this relationship between identity and manifestation is key to creating the reality we desire. Manifestation is the process of bringing our desires and intentions into reality. It involves aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our goals and aspirations. Our identity, or the way we see ourselves, is a fundamental factor in this process. If we hold a positive and empowering self-image, we are more likely to attract and manifest our desires. Conversely, a negative or limiting self-concept can hinder our ability to achieve our goals. To effectively manifest our desires, it is important to cultivate a clear and positive self-identity. This involves seeing ourselves as capable, worthy, and deserving of our goals. By reinforcing this positive self-image, we align our consciousness with our desires, creating a powerful synergy that propels us toward our goals. The process of manifestation also involves overcoming any internal blocks or limiting beliefs that may be holding us back. These beliefs are often rooted in past experiences or societal conditioning and can create barriers to achieving our desired outcomes. By identifying and addressing these limiting beliefs, we can shift our self-concept and enhance our ability to manifest our desires. Visualization and affirmations are powerful tools for aligning our identity with our goals. By regularly visualizing our desired outcomes and affirming our positive qualities, we reinforce our self-image and create a strong vibrational match with our desires. This alignment helps to attract the people, opportunities, and resources we need to achieve our goals. Understanding the connection between identity and manifestation also involves recognizing that our self-concept is dynamic and can be changed. As we grow and evolve, our self-image can be updated to reflect our new goals and aspirations. This ongoing process of self-discovery and growth allows us to continuously align with our evolving desires and manifest new opportunities. Our identity plays a crucial role in the manifestation process. By cultivating a positive and empowering self-image, addressing limiting beliefs, and aligning our consciousness with our desires, we enhance our ability to attract and manifest the outcomes we seek. The process of shedding false identities is an essential step in discovering and embracing our true self. False identities are the roles, beliefs, and personas we adopt that do not reflect our authentic nature. These identities are often shaped by societal expectations, past experiences, and external influences. False identities can manifest in various ways, such as the roles we play in our personal and professional lives, the labels we assign ourselves, or the masks we wear to fit in with others. While these identities may serve a purpose in certain contexts, they often obscure our true essence and prevent us from fully expressing who we are. To shed false identities, we must first become aware of the roles and personas we have adopted. This involves examining our beliefs, behaviors, and motivations to identify any areas where we may be living incongruently with our true self. It requires honesty and self-reflection to recognize the ways in which we have shaped our identity to meet external expectations or to protect ourselves from vulnerability. The process of shedding false identities often involves letting go of fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs that have influenced our self-image. These fears and doubts are often rooted in past experiences or societal conditioning and can create barriers to our authentic expression. By addressing and releasing these fears, we create space for our true self to emerge. Embracing our true identity requires courage and a willingness to step outside of our comfort zone. It involves embracing our uniqueness and expressing ourselves authentically, even if it means challenging societal norms or facing criticism. This process of self-acceptance and self-expression allows us to align more closely with our true essence and live in greater harmony with our deepest values. As we shed false identities, we also begin to attract more genuine and fulfilling experiences into our lives. By aligning with our true self, we create a more authentic and meaningful reality, attracting relationships, opportunities, and experiences that reflect our true nature. Shedding false identities is a crucial step in discovering and embracing our authentic self. By examining our roles, beliefs, and behaviors, addressing limiting fears and doubts, and expressing ourselves authentically, we align more closely with our true essence and create a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Embracing our divine identity involves recognizing and connecting with our inherent divine nature. This understanding transcends religious or spiritual beliefs and reflects a deep awareness of our oneness with the universal source of creation. Our divine identity is the realization that we are not separate from the divine but are an integral part of it. It is the recognition that we share the same essence as the universal intelligence that governs all existence. This awareness brings a profound sense of connection and unity, allowing us to experience our true self as part of the greater whole. To embrace our divine identity, we must first acknowledge that we are more than just our physical bodies or individual personas. We are expressions of a higher consciousness connected to the infinite source of life. This recognition shifts our perspective from one of separation to one of unity and wholeness. Connecting with our divine identity involves practices that cultivate a sense of spiritual awareness and connection. Meditation, contemplation, and spiritual exploration can help us tap into this deeper aspect of our being. By quieting the mind and turning our attention inward, we access the profound wisdom and guidance that comes from our divine essence. Embracing our divine identity also involves living in alignment with our highest values and purpose. This means making choices and taking actions that reflect our true nature and contribute to the greater good. By aligning our lives with our divine essence, we create a more harmonious and fulfilling reality. Recognizing our divine identity also transforms our relationships with others. As we see ourselves as part of a greater whole, we begin to approach others with greater empathy, compassion, and understanding. This shift in perspective fosters deeper connections and enriches our interactions, reflecting our divine nature in our relationships. Embracing our divine identity is a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. By connecting with our true essence and aligning our lives with our highest values, we experience a profound sense of unity and fulfillment, reflecting the divine nature of our being. In our journey of self-discovery, the exploration of identity, and the quest to understand who am I unveil profound insights into our true nature and the essence of our existence. By delving into the layers of our self-concept, recognizing the illusion of separation, and understanding the pivotal role of consciousness, we align more closely with our authentic selves. Each aspect of our identity, from the way we perceive ourselves to how we manifest our desires, shapes the reality we experience. We confront and shed false identities that obscure our true essence, embracing a divine identity that transcends physical and societal boundaries. This process of self-realization and spiritual awakening transforms our understanding of who we are, leading us to a deeper connection with the universal intelligence that binds us all. As we integrate these insights into our lives, we not only enhance our self-awareness, but also enrich our interactions with others. Our journey towards self-discovery becomes a path to greater fulfillment, harmony, and purpose. By embracing our true identity and aligning with our divine essence, we create a reality that reflects our highest values and aspirations. Ultimately, the quest for understanding our identity is a transformative experience that leads us to recognize our inherent worth and potential. It is through this journey that we uncover the depth of our true self and live with a renewed sense of clarity and purpose.